Alright, boys and girls, this is what old Wild Riley's bringing to his little desert training event. So I got a little titanium cup right here. Had it for a number of years. And it nests around a 64-ounce clean canteen just about right. And then so does this little IKEA, I guess it's like a utensil holder. But I took the Dremel and cut a little door in it so I can feed little sticks and things in there and have a little fire. Or you can light a candle under there and warm up your water. You can cook on it. It all kind of nests together pretty nice. If we don't need it, we don't need it. Doesn't really add a lot of weight, but if we do need it, it's a good way to cook with. So that's a water vessel, a stove and a cooking implement, and a spork. Can't go too far without the $10 titanium spork. It's been $10 for like 50 years. Next we have wool. Even though it's the desert, it gets cold, and so I have lots of thin layers of wool. So that's a kind of a Pendleton kind of overshirt, button-up, and I got long johns, top and bottom, kind of gray, camo, and black. And nowadays, it's kind of cool. I wish I had these back in my Boy Scout years. They line them with this reflective material that reflects your heat back into you. So it's kind of good. And then my canteen with a P-cord sling, so it kind of just straps to my torso. When I take that and drink it, I can transfer water back to that. A wool scarf, wool socks, a wool bulk sweater. This is the Trail Break 12x12, so it's got sewn in tie outs. It's a good big tarp. So what I do is I take this wool blanket and roll into this tarp over and over and over again, and I got myself a sleeping bag, a little bit of pile. Or I can pitch a tent with this pretty easy. Stake down two sides and then pull the other two corners together since it's a square, and then kind of erect this weird kind of three-sided pyramid teepee. Works good. Here's pretty much my everyday carry. So I got a flashlight, a Sharpie, some pain medicine, just Tylenol, acetaminophen, Carmex, a pocket knife flint striker, a mini Bic, trying to go light. We have a dental floss. My teeth are really bunched together. Any little thing gets in my teeth, it drives me insane. Potable agua to treat water, a whole bunch of them in there. I'll probably pull the cotton out and combine a second one of these together into the same bottle. A musical instrument, and my string. That's that. You got the headlamp, a flask. In such flask, we're going to put tasty drinks. Enough said. Tasty drinks. You should have a map with you. So in this case, the place they're kind of bombing out to is out in the Los Padres Desert. It says National Forest, but this section is desert. Gloves. If we're going scrambling over sharp rocks or around the campfire, grabbing into the handles of the stove, it makes things a lot easier to just be able to put on a leather glove and grip things. It's worth its weight. And then we got a little ditty bag made out of an old handkerchief. And that kind of holds what isn't in my pockets at the time. Most of these things, like I'd say that and that, that's going to be in my pocket. And of course that. Those are going to be in my pocket. I'm not going to need much space in the backpack for that. This is something we found over there at Sykes Hot Springs in the same mountain range. Someone ditched their little camp chair, but this is what I lay on. My torso kind of lays on this and it insulates me from the dirt. Also makes a good seat. If someone hurts their leg, you can kind of make a splint out of it. And so I got a seat, a short little bed mat, a splint, and it also goes right up against my back in my backpack, so it kind of shields my back against any kind of, uncomfortable items. And then when I go out in the woods, I don't really bring a lot of food, especially a lot to cook with. I kind of lean out when I go in the woods and eat what I need as far as sustenance and forage along the way. So I got some trail mix. Looks like it's like yogurt, raisins, and different gorp in there. Salted pistachios. Kind of slows you down while you're eating. Kind of munch along and fiddle with the shells and everything. And then also sunflower seeds, kind of something to munch with. I'm also gonna have beef jerky, but as far as protein, different tuna, a couple little packets. We're only gonna be out for about 5 days, 4 nights, and some of those days are travel days. A little bit of rice in case we do get hot water. This one you can make without hot water, but it's better warm. But yeah, mashed potatoes, good starch. This is optional. You kind of got to saute it for a little while, like 20 minutes or something. 25 minutes. But red beans and rice puts a little bit of hair on your chest, meat on your ribs. And then kind of got some apricots. So probably won't bring all of those, but I'll probably break it down to a couple bags and share it with anybody who wants some extra good food to go along the way. There might be a couple creek crossings, in which case I got my huaraches right there. And then just kicking around camp, going back and forth to the hot springs and stuff. Kind of a nice item to have to air out your feet. If your shoes get wet going across the river, while you're at camp, you can dry out your shoes. So that's what I have so far. Hope this helps you guys. Anybody who's thinking about doing a desert trip. So once I'm all said and done, we'll do a final junk on the bunk, weigh it, and then we'll kind of check in throughout the trip, and then I'll post more videos afterward. Thanks for watching.